man. I appreciate you for joining me, man. Again, man, I calling this the co-op. Giving creatives, artists, business-minded folks opportunity to share their gifts, their products, their services with my network, and hopefully somebody will walk away gaining new information, or you may walk away gaining new customers to help bring your brand to more people out here in the world that we live in this new digital social distancing era, man. So if you want to take a few moments, man, to introduce yourself and the people that these people in the background with you too, or you just there?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Kiana.
How you doing? Nice to see you. It's all good. I'm good. Good to see you.
Nice shirt, by the way.
Hey, man, you know, I'm saying I had to show it right for the situation. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the shirt, man. So go ahead, introduce yourself, man. Tell the people who you are, what you do, how you came to be an apparel brand ambassador.
Definitely. Well, my name is John Chapman IV. There is
still eating Kiana Chapman as well.
And in
co-owners of Florence and Larimer.
Yeah.
In the back, that's Britton Gray.
So yeah, we've been moving and grooving now since 2015, 16.
Yeah.
And we basically we moved from 100 square foot space downtown to our second space, which was next door, which you guys came to, was right at about 400 square feet. And in January, we were blessed enough to move next door to that, and we've tripled in size. Now we're at about 1,200 square feet.
Was that the little coffee shop that was right there?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, they moved out. They moved across the street, and it just worked out, man, in all good timing. Because we screen print everything ourselves. We have a team of seamstresses and such. We needed more space. Just with the growth, and God just kind of worked it out for us to get into this space here. And it sucks that all this has happened and taking place now, because we really did plan to be at a certain level at this time. But man, everything works, and somehow, some way, man, everything just kind of works its way out. So
absolutely, man. Just a little backstory for the people that are watching this, man. Me and the Lioness, Shauna, we were in Denver, Colorado. I think it was in 2017.
Yeah.
And
yep.
We were on tour with Atmosphere for the Welcome to Colorado tour. And like during one of our downtimes, man, we were told to go to this biscuit company restaurant or something.
Yeah,
so we just rolled over there about to get something to eat, and man, we stopped and was like, man, there goes some black people right there.
Yeah. Yep.
And we just strolled into y'all's establishment, introduced ourselves. I believe y'all came to the show that night.
Yep.
And we hung out.
It was a fire show.
It was a fire show, and we just been staying in contact ever since, man. And that's just how the universe has been working for me. Bringing quality people into my life and quality people into my network and who are doing amazing things. And I just want to use this platform again, like I said, to share that with the people that I know, and hopefully something good will come out of it for everybody that's involved.
Yeah, man. It's and we always tell everybody, it's so funny because we get a lot of visitors from Minnesota.
We do.
We're like, oh man, we got a brand ambassador, the Lioness.
Like, I love her.
Yeah. A lot of people actually do know who she is. So it's crazy to be able to make that connection. We always tell, like, man, you all have some of the most beautiful spirits ever, man.
Yeah.
Like,
thank you, man.
we always enjoy what you guys have done, and pushing the brand, and we try to help you guys, push you guys and everything, man.
Yeah.
So it's definitely been a blessing to be a part of you guys' entire movement.
Appreciate that, man. Talk about your background. I know you used to work at Polo. I read in your bio, and
yeah,
you got
doing research,
right?
A little bit. You were at J. Crew, and then you all said, "Hey, you know what? We got the skills to make things happen, man. So we're gonna go off and launch our own, man." So talk about that journey as a family. Talk about that journey as a small business owner in the city of Colorado, or the city of Denver, state of Colorado, man. And how has that whole experience been beneficial to you? What have you learned along the way? And if somebody else behind you was trying to do something similar, whether they're in Denver or somewhere else in the world, man, what advice would you give to those people?
Go ahead.
So how we started, like Jay said, we started back in 2015. It's always been a passion of mine to own a business, especially like retail clothing. I've always been into it. I've always loved it. I've always wanted to be a designer. And so I took a different path, went to school and, studied political science, which was crazy. Thought I wanted to be the mayor of Denver one day. And then JC just got sick of me saying, I want a store, I want a store, I want a store. And he went one day, found a space, which was like 150 square feet. It was like super small. It was like a little tiny walk-in closet. And we went and we looked at it. He was like, look, it's a start. And I was like, all right, fine. He was like, we're opening on this date. So he's kind of like the pusher of Lawrence and Larimer, to be very honest. And so we went in and we actually didn't even start out making our own clothing. 150 square feet. We started going to Goodwills, finding stuff that was dope, but stuff that we could like refurbish and make our own. And we opened one Saturday, I think it was, because at that time it was 2015. And we, so it's 2015. We had maybe 50 pieces that we redesigned and opened our doors. People came in, bought up the store. We were so ill prepared for how much people showed up for us that we had to go back to the Goodwills that following night so that we would have products for Sunday. And that's how we opened.
That's a good problem to have, man.
Yeah, that was, that's how it's, happened.
We sold out the very first day we opened our doors.
And crazy enough, well, I guess, quick background story. I did work for Ralph Lauren for, I can't remember how many, probably like 7-8 years or so. I used a lot of that knowledge and contacts, resources and stuff when we opened up our own shop. But I just learned a lot about manufacturing. I learned a lot about patterns, what goes with what, seasons, a lot of certain collections, putting collections together, what it takes to really spread the word about what you're doing, about your business and such. Manufacturing, all those things came into play, eventually once we opened up our shop. But the biggest thing has been, consistency. Consistency in our brand, consistency in letting people know who we are, product and everything, quality. When we opened up our second space next door, which was 400 square feet, as I mentioned, kind of similar thing happened in which we had our friends and family night. Everybody was so excited that we were opening that we pretty much, I think we started out with maybe 100 shirts or something like that. And we sold out of those pretty much that Friday and Saturday. And so, we had to re-up on that and we're like, man, we have an actual store now where people like you guys were waiting next door to eat. People were coming in like, well, what is this? And we'd tell them, like, you got to wait on product, though. We don't have any product. We sold out last night. So it's crazy because now it's kind of like, now that we're going through this pandemic and we've been shut down pretty much for the last couple months, it's kind of like starting all over again for us. So it's
like a refresher, a reset though, but it's a good reset.
Yeah.
I think it's been a good reset for everybody, man. I think this is the universe telling us, man, sit your butt down.
Damn. Yeah.
Take a moment, man, rework some things, man, get rid of some things, man, and be prepared to get rolling and have momentum behind you when things open back up, man.
Yeah.
I mean, to go back even a little bit more when JC's talking about our second establishment, I think manifestation is a big deal when it comes to like owning anything or, wanting something, because we would actually drive down co-packs and I would look at the space that we were in, and at that time it was called like an ISM gallery. It's called ISM Gallery. It was an art gallery that was never open. And so what happened was we would drive down the street and we would see all these people outside. And I would be like, yo, we need that space right there. Like, we gotta get that space. Every time we drive by, there are tons of people outside. I'm like, that space right there, that's the space for us. And so JC was out and about, making connections, networking, and met a guy. His name was Eli. His name is Eli. And he owns another clothing store called Berkeley Supply. And he actually rented the space. I was like, oh, the space is available. We got to figure it out. And come to find out, it was a friend of ours who was renting the space. I'm like, dang, we messed up. We missed out. And needless to say, Eli, because JC, gained this new friendship with this dude, was like, yo, this is like 3 years later after 2015. He's like, yo, I know you guys are looking for a space. I'm moving out. Like, I'm not doing good in this space. So do y'all want it? And Jay called me at work. This is when I actually used to work for Stars. And he was like, yo, that space is available that you want. And I was like, excuse my language, people, but do what the fuck you got to do to get it. I don't give a fuck. Like, get it.
Gotta make it happen, man.
He made it happen. He called back like, yo, it's ours. And I was like, yes. So we opened up again. We had another reset ourselves, reestablished ourselves. Like you said, made some t-shirts, sold out. And man, we've been going ever since. So consistency, as JC says, is a big deal. It's a thing. And, always be consistent. And even when things seem like they're not going to work out, like that's kind of like a breaking point for yourself or your business. So just keep pushing. Like, shit gets hard, especially as an entrepreneur. You're always learning. Every single day there's something new to learn as a business owner, because you've never done it before. So you find yourself trying to find people who can help you get to the next level and where you want to be with your business. So surround yourself with good people. Surround yourself with like-minded people, business-minded people, people who are growing, who are learning, and who aren't afraid to share their stories with you so that you can learn from it too.
That's a blessing, man. That's the struggle that comes with jumping out into the water.
Man.
And you're going to sink or swim, man. And
sink or swim. You got to figure out what you're going to do.
Absolutely. You're going to get hit upside the head a few times, man, but you can't quit. You can't stop, man. You just got to keep going and pressing forward, man.
And that's where we are right now. Honestly, we've had an amazing support system when it comes to this business. And when we went on this crazy shutdown, our online sales went through the roof. And we are extremely blessed to even be able to have that type of support. And it just continues to grow. And we've always wanted our online sales to increase. And this is one of those opportunities that we've had to be able to take a step back, look at it from a different perspective and say, all right, now that our online sales have increased, not only do we have online now, but now when we can open back up, we have two different revenues, two different areas to really push, consistently push and focus. So yeah, we had to take a sit down for a little bit, but it helped us. And we're continuing to make the shop a great experience for when people come back. It'll still be a dope ass experience. It'll still be, still feel like home to people when they walk into our shop. But at the end of the day, as business owners, we had to take a step back and really reevaluate and reassess what we wanted. So
that's a blessing, man. What does the future hold for your brand right now, man? Besides the online is booming right now.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Great growth, continued growth and success, man.
Absolutely, man. You got a new fall collection coming up, new winter collection, man. What you got coming up, man? Summer, spring. Okay.
Yeah, our staycation collection coming
up. Staycation.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Our new line is called Staycation. So you go to the website now, we've sold out of pretty much everything. We had a nice little sale for a second. We've sold out of pretty much everything. So our new line, which is called Staycation, will be next week. We'll drop that next week. So we're pretty excited about that. Some items are we were able to design around COVID-19 and the whole virus and everything. So it's actually pretty fun, and a lot more colors I feel like in the past we've done a lot of like black and gray and stuff like that. I think
over it.
And that's kind of where the world was, I guess, for the last couple of years. It's kind of black and gray. Like, yeah, everybody was on their muted colors and stuff. So we really wanted to introduce some colors and different patterns and stuff like that with this new line. So we're excited about that. That will be dropping next week.
Yeah.
As I said, everything's opening up this weekend, but
we're taking it. Yeah, we're
taking are the dispensaries open or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's all that matters. Dispensary liquor stores, they make good.
Closing dispensary and liquor stores for a second, and the lines for both of those were crazy. Like dispensaries were running out of marijuana. It was really crazy.
Yeah.
Or flower.
Is marijuana legal out there? No, not yet.
There's medical marijuana, but that's not accessible to everybody. So not recreational.
Yeah,
not yet.
It was crazy.
It was almost a thing. So they became, what do they call them? What do they call them? Like businesses that are
essential.
Essential.
Yeah.
It's
an essential business. Yeah,
it became an essential business.
As soon as the mayor announced, like he said, yeah, we're gonna close down liquor stores and dispensaries.
People were in the streets, right?
Everybody put phones down. I was like, what the hell happened? Like, why are all these people out like this? In lines,
trying to get they fixed.
The next day he came back on. He was like, you know what? My bad.
They're essential.
It was essential businesses. They were going to keep them open. So, because he knew it was about to be some problems if they shut all that down. So, but yeah, man. I mean, as far as the future goes, we'll drop Staycation next week. And then usually we have a huge fashion show that we do every summer. Mm-hmm. We got to figure that out and how we're going to maneuver that. But
probably be a digital version of that.
Yeah, which we don't mind. I mean,
it'll be cool.
This is offered everybody, especially creative minds. I'm sure with you guys, really offered us all the chance to use our creative minds to see what else we can come up with. And
absolutely.
Really be able to make that connection with everybody else outside of the store. So we've generated some pretty good ideas, and some of them have been stupid ideas, some of them been great ideas, but I think that happens with all creative minds.
Absolutely.
Like not every idea is going to work. So, but it just takes that one, So I think we figured out a couple of them that are going to work, and we'll just push through. Yeah.
I read a book recently, man. You're one good decision away from changing your whole life, man. So doesn't matter, man. Keep putting those ideas out, man. Keep writing them down, man. Keep executing y'all's vision, man. I appreciate y'all taking the time to sit down with me, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. Hey, man, you looking good, man. You look like you lost a little bit of weight and such.
Man, I'm just trying to stay healthy, man. Doing what I can to make the world a better place one day at a time.
Yeah. You should be a politician with that answer, man.
Hey, man. Politics and bullshit, man. You know me, man.
Politics and bullshit. Yes,
put that on a shirt.
Politics and bullshit.
Put that on the shirt, man.
Yeah, man. I'll give you a little portion.
We might have to add that to the staycation.
Yeah, man.
Thank y'all again, man. I want y'all to have a wonderful rest of the day.
You too.
We work and we serve, but we don't really get what we deserve. Yeah, my people, just a rebirth. From the dirt I emerge. Never second guess, gotta be sure. Call me selfish when I started, but at me first. Sure, in a trunk if you need merch. When I meditate, boy, I leave earth. Do not hesitate when I see